Good afternoon to you. Well, with further wet and windy weather expected for the rest of this week, it's going to exacerbate already flooding issues across the country. So just beware of that. Numerous weather warnings in force across the UK. So head online to check those out.
Good afternoon. It's been quite grey and cloudy. We've had some outbreaks of rain through this morning, just little hints of brightness here and there first thing, but that's about the best we've had to offer in the way of sunshine. It has been grey and it's going to stay so this afternoon. A wet and windy afternoon to come, but it is starting to feel a little less cold.
But if we zoom out to look at the picture for tomorrow night, turning our attention to the west, you can see this feature making its way towards us. So a wet old picture through the early hours of Saturday. And that is how we start Saturday morning. Of course, you can see the isobars quite tightly packed, so quite windy as well. It does brighten up fairly swiftly as we push through the day on Saturday, but with some further outbreaks of rain moving in for Sunday. Have a very good evening. Take care.
Sophie, it's been a very wet day for many of us. This was the scene in North Wales a bit earlier on, but many of us experienced that rain. Look at that radar imagery. That rain spreading north and east, but in fact for parts of southwest England, we've seen some localised flooding there. Around about half of December's average rainfall has fallen through today, with more persistent rain moving through Northern Ireland and into southern Scotland during Friday evening, staying a little bit drier the further south you are. But for the weekend, it stays unsettled. Further bouts of rain moving in, but it's not going to be a washout. There'll be some sunshine from time to time. Well, we just saw from Harry there, didn't we? It looks pretty wet out there. We've had some heavy rain moving its way through this afternoon, and it's going to stay pretty wet, at least for the next hour or so. That was a scene a little bit earlier on in Twickenham, so the cloud increased gradually. Bit of patchy rain earlier on. But let's look at the bigger picture, because we've got a deep area of low pressure towards the west of the United Kingdom. You can see that swirl of that cloud there. And look at all that cloud. It's been moving its way eastward, giving us those cloudy skies. And beneath all of that, we've had some very heavy rainfall. This is how we look today across Greater London. This is the rainfall radar. So this is what's happened already. You can see that rain has got heavier and heavier as the evening went on. We are now starting to see the back edge of that rain. As I said, in the next couple of hours, it will turn a bit drier. And actually, temperatures getting up to about 13 degrees Celsius. Sunday, we'll see another spell of rain moving its way in. The weather then starts to settle down a little bit into next week. But with that, temperatures will start to drop down a bit more by Thursday, 8 or 9 Celsius.
A very different feel as we approach the end of the week. The cold air we had to start the month finally gives way. Much milder for many of us, but staying quite breezy, quite blustery, with scattered showers in the next 24 hours.
Hello there. It's going to remain unsettled for the rest of this week. Spells of wet and windy weather around, but it will be noticeably mild. But with more rain falling on saturated ground, we've already seen some localised flooding. It's going to exacerbate existing flooding problems up and down the UK, so stay tuned to the forecast.